Hello everyone, my name is Belitus, and today is a very special day because as of the day that this video comes out, it will have been 1 whole month that I have been playing in this world. And that may not seem like a lot, but I have done quite a lot in that month, and a lot has changed because of everyone watching. So I thought that today I'll do a tour, and then afterwards I'll sort of have a celebration. What's that pig doing up there? But we're starting off right where we spawned. This is spawn. We spawned right up there. We had a look around. I decided this is not a good place to start. From here, ignore that in the background. From here, I was looking around this area and I thought maybe over here I would build something. But then over here, right at the back, you can see that it's lit up now. But I decided not to build my house here because there was a lot of dark patches and I thought that's probably not the best place for a starter base. So yeah, even though this is a beautiful place, I decided to move along that way a bit. So I've decided that I will do this tour from the first thing that I've done to the latest thing that I've done. So starting off, we've got the hole, which was originally called My Hole, but then I decided to change the name. It was literally just a cave which I dug out a bit deeper, and I called it my home, and it was my home until probably around episode 3. But if we go down here, I will show you another thing that I worked on. So over here, we've got a spider spawner. This was the first spawner that I found in this world, out of all of the 4 that I have found, one of which was not on camera, one of which got blown up in a live stream. But as you can see, spiders spawn, and then they're supposed to fall down into this killing chamber. But I haven't worked on it much because they do climb up here, and also I've realized that there's no reason for me to have a spider spawner. Like, what am I going to use string for? There's no reason for it. But it was a fun build, and maybe in the future, if I ever update it to a newer version, it might come in handy, but really, the only thing that it's ever come in handy for is this. It's just my bow. That's the only thing that it's ever come in handy for. After I built the spider farm, I started work on this. This here is, I just call it the house because I have no other, I don't know what to call it. So we come in here, we've got a crafting table, we've got my room, even though I haven't been using it because for some reason it doesn't let me sleep. I've got the dog room, and yes, the dogs are very happy, and they love cobblestone. That is something that not everyone realizes. Dogs are obsessed with cobblestone. So now we go over to the farm, which we've got wheat, and we've also got sugarcane, and down underneath, if we go down underneath, you will see that underneath each one, there is a fence. So people told me that if I put fences underneath each crop, they wouldn't break if I jumped on them or if I walked on them, but if we do this a bit, yeah, it hasn't seemed to work, which is very disappointing, but oh well. I'll actually show upstairs. So upstairs, I've got the bed that I actually use up here. I've got my to-do list, and then over here I've got a bunch of crafting tables. I've got all of the furnaces I will ever need. And then I've got a storage facility in here. It's very basic. Got hostile mob drops, passive mob drops. I've got food, plants, stone, miscellaneous blocks, dirt, wood. Over here we've got tools, and we've got ores and valuables, and I just put in random bullshit in these ones. The next thing that I worked on is this here, which is called the zombie farm, or the zombie farm, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So basically, we spiral down here, then we get to this room with the killing chamber, where we can kill zombies, which, at the moment, I don't use. In fact, I don't think that I've really ever used it, but in the future it might be good for XP. So after that, this isn't going to stay forever. I'm going to build something better in its place, but this here is just another hut. Up here is a place where we can shoot ghasts so that we know that we are safe when we leave. There's 2 ghasts over there. And of course an exit over here, but I barely ever go into the nether. The last time I went into the nether, I almost died. After the nether hut, we get to this beautiful place. This here is my boat shed. At the moment it's got one boat in it, even though it can store 2 boats. And it is probably one of the nicest looking builds that I have made in this world. It is just nice and simple, and it's got sort of a cottagey style to it. And then, after that, we've got the biggest project that I am working on at the moment, and that is the castle. So I'll give you a tour around the castle. So this is the entrance. In the entrance, we've got this room, which is not yet lit up, so I'll do that now. And you can go up here to the turrets, and you've got sort of this wee balcony out here. But in the center, I don't have anything in it, well, except for a few torches and that bed, but they're not going to stay. And I've got 5 small towers and 1 big tower, which we will go up to the top of now. So, this is the view from the tower. So next we've got this beautiful building. This here is the railway station, or more, the town railway station, which from the outside it sort of looks like a wee church or a wee school building, but it's a railway station, and it's very basic. We've got this, we wait for that pig to move, we click this, and then we'll go to the next place, which is the castle railway station. And I know that it would have been very easy to just show off these things first before the castle, but I wanted to do it all in order. So this here is the castle railway station. I made it to look like a castle to fit the castle, and it's quite a nice looking place. And once again, it's got a crafting table, it's got a little bit of room, we can go up to the top over here. Then we get into here, and we click that, and then we're back home. So this next build is kinda dumb and unnecessary, but this here is what I call the steam room, because we never, well, at the moment, the cloud is over there, but whenever the cloud is sort of over this way, it sort of steams up the room. I'll probably show a photo that I've got just to show you, but yeah, this is what the steam room looks like from the outside. It's very boring. It's got this bit of glass here, and I will be doing something with it in the future. So this is the next thing that I've made. This here is the lighthouse, and it's a bit disappointing, but it looks quite nice with the trees and stuff, and it's on its own wee island, which is quite nice. And then we can go up to the top, so it's a nice place to look out at the ocean. And now we've got a project that I am still actively working on. This here is the mob grinder. There's a bunch of these platforms which monsters spawn on. Then they fall down into this part here, and then the water gets them to travel up a spout that makes them go up. Then they'll fall down, and then all of their drops go there. This is another project that I am still actively working on. This here is the library. It's basically for decoration and filling up space, but I guess once it is finished, it will be quite nice. It's got a bunch of books, which look a little suspicious, but there's a bunch of books. There's this hole in the roof, which isn't actually a hole. These are solid blocks, but they've, for some reason, gone like that. It's got this seat here, which at first I didn't like, but at the moment, I'm just going to keep it because I actually quite like it. And it looks out to this beautiful view of that tree right there. And if we go out to the back, there's this pool. And for the last thing that I've built here, and it isn't very big, it isn't very exciting, but it took a very long time, is this Aether Portal, or Ether Portal, whatever the fuck you want to call it, which of course it doesn't work because I don't have the mod. By the way, it took me fucking hours, and I almost fucking died twice just to make this joke, which is probably 10 seconds in the video. It took me hours. Longer than it took me for anything else that I did in that video. Digital Lemon, You better fucking like it. So, yeah, that's everything in this beautiful place. That's everything that I have built as of yet. But I am not going to stop here. I'm going to keep on going. So make sure to keep on following so that you can stay updated with everything that I'm doing. So right here, I've started a tunnel. I am wanting to get this all the way through to the other side. Because I think that it will be quite nice to not have to walk up and all the way over to the other side, because it's a big cliff on this side. On the other side of the hill, it is also a big cliff, so having a tunnel all the way through will actually be quite nice. So that's what I am doing right now. So we have made the tunnel. So to celebrate 1 month as a milestone, I'm going to eat these 8 cookies because they are fucking annoying to get in these versions, because cocoa beans can only be found in dungeons. So let's do that. They only do half a heart. That is really annoying. But hey, it's a special occasion. And next, I have something very special planned. So I will go over there and then I will explain to you what's going on. So you may be thinking, what the fuck is this, Belitas? So this here is our brand new start. I thought, now that it's been 1 month, we're going to start fresh. I've made this beautiful, beautiful house. So let's give a tour. Fuck. Well, anyways, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for sticking with me in this past month. It's been an amazing month. I've really enjoyed making this series, and I'm going to keep on making this series. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next video.